you.
Souls for the soul. Up next on WDAY News, how many pairs of athletic shoes are headed to people in need thanks to blue bins? We'll tell you who's behind it. A local project has found a new home for those piles and piles of shoes in your closet. The St. John Paul II Catholic Schools in Fargo is hosting this blue collection bin near Shanley High School. It's right off of 25th Street South. So far, the project has collected 2,500 pairs of athletic shoes that have been gently used. The shoes are donated to the Boys and Girls Ranch here in Fargo and the Father Jack Mission in Chimbote, Peru.
How can I help in some way? And I think my whole philosophy has been is you just go out and experience life. Experience life in so many different ways, globally, locally, and you'll start to see some of those areas where there's a need.
And coming up tonight at 10, WDAY News reporter Kevin Wallivan tells us the inspiration behind the project.
Experience life in so many different ways, globally, locally, and you'll start to see some of those areas where there's a need.
This is Kevin Wallivan. Coming up, our closets are full of them, shoes. We'll tell you how one Fargo man is helping to put them to good use.
Life-changing gifts.
Like Mother Teresa, it's small things for great causes.
Still to come on WDAY, how you can help a Fargo man's team effort to help children here and around the world simply by cleaning out your closet. We trip over them, store them in totes, but those shoes just seem to multiply on their own.
Now a Fargo man, along with St. John Paul II Catholic Schools, has turned a blue bin near Shanley into a life-changing gift for children here and all around the world. The story tonight from WDAY News reporter Kevin Wallivan.
Bingo.
The humidity was down, but sorting a few hundred running and basketball shoes turned into hot, dirty work.
I mean, they're gently used, but the treads on them, they've got another 200 miles on them at least.
But Lee Hoedl, an avid runner and mountain climber, has done this before. He, along with Shanley and the rest of the St. John Paul II schools in town, have been filling this blue bin along South 25th Street with gently used shoes.
And the thing is, I'll often hear from friends, they'll say, I don't know, what can I do? What kind of impact can I have? How can I help in some way? And I think my whole philosophy has been is you just go out and experience life. Experience life in so many different ways, globally, locally, and you'll start to see some of those areas where there's a need.
The shoes find a home at the nearby Dakota Boys and Girls Ranch and the longtime Fargo Catholic Mission started by Father Jack Davis in Chimbote, Peru. Hundreds of shoes given away.
Match it up with your passion and move your mindset from going from why doesn't somebody do something to how can I make a difference? When you do that, that's when the magic, that's when the everyday miracles happen.
And Lee finds a little of everything in the shoe bin. People who drop off more than shoes.
Wigs, that's a first.
And the number of shoes, well, they add up. More than 2,500 in the last 8 years alone. And the shoe drive has been so successful that children in that impoverished village of Chimbote ran their first 5K wearing the donated shoes. Kevin Wallivan, WDAY News.
The bin is emptied every month. It's located on the northwest side of Shanley near 25th Street.